Okay. Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Angelica Benavides, and I am so glad to be here in the Vision Board Magic. And let me tell you, I am not here alone. Dr. Francesca Richardson is with me, and we are both doing this together. I mean, you've seen me here going live, and you're going to be seeing Dr. Richardson with us because we are both believers that we have that inner power, right? That gift to really create whatever we desire, because everything starts inside. So I'm going to let Dr. Francesca introduce herself, and then we'll start. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Angelica. Hi, everyone. I am Dr. Francesca Richardson. I've been a therapist for 30 years, and I think vision boards are so important to help you really clarify what you want in your life and let the universe know, let your spiritual connection know, and let you know what you want so that you can manifest it. So I'm really excited about Angelica's processes today. She's going to be guiding you. She has some exciting ways to do that. And so I'm really glad that you're listening, that you're watching, so you can join with us.
Well, you know, one of the things that really excites me is that every year, Francesca, every year what we do as humans, you know, we create New Year's resolution, right?
Yes.
And about 80% of those New Year's resolutions are broken within the second month.
Right.
So it's really sad to know that people are creating goals for themselves and they're not achieving them.
Right.
So we are here to help kind of shift that for you.
Yes, let's make it happen for people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think you know, I've done vision boards several times, and one year I manifested. I talked about. There's another video where I talk about this, but I put on there that I wanted a new relationship because I was divorced at that point, and I wanted a PhD. Now those are really a stretch for me. I thought this is never going to happen, but let me just put it down here. But I worked on it. It helped me to really focus and work on it. And lo and behold, I got a high enough score on my GRE through tutoring to get a full scholarship to get my PhD. And then, you know, more work later, and I found a wonderful partner. So, you know, it's amazing if you put it down on paper. If you really focus on it, if you use the exercises Angelica has, it can help you begin to create what you want in your life. It can, if you can imagine it and write about it and feel what it's like to have it. That's what's really important. You bring it into the world. So part of what we can do, Angelica and I, is we help you to move past those obstacles that get in the way, the limiting beliefs, the blocks. We want to help you remove those so that you can believe and you can recognize that you can move into having what you want in your life. So we'd love to hear about what you want so you can, you know, connect with Angelica. We're going to be running a program later on. We'd love to hear more. So we really want to help you. We want to help you create what you want. Right, Angelica?
Absolutely. And you know, when I started manifesting, I wanted to have a baby. And I got married. Of course, I've been married twice, but the first marriage, it was back in what, 19, oh my goodness, I don't even know the years anymore. But I had my first son, I had him in 1993. And it took me 8 years to get pregnant. And I went from doctor to doctor. I took medicines and treatment, and I would have miscarriages over and over again, like many. But then I went to this spiritual guide or mentor, and he told me that was the first time that I actually kind of put it into practice, right? And he said, what I want you to do is, he did tell me to go to this church for 9 weeks. But to me, that represents consistency, being able to be consistent in what I wanted, right?
Yes.
And he said that the next step, it was to be grateful that I was already pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was like what Joe Vitale said, practice grace, right?
Yes. Yes.
In our discover your inner healer. Um, and and he said, you have to believe that it already happened. So those are the three ingredients that he gave me to put in practice. And I did it. I convinced my husband at the time. We went to church for 9 weeks. I think by the 6th week, I was pregnant. I
Wow.
was pregnant for my son. And then I became a big believer, right?
Wow. Wow.
That if you implement this, then it could happen. I mean,
Yeah.
you can have the impossible, because to me it was impossible. I could not see myself get pregnant even after I tried one thing and the other and the other. And then here I was. Now
Right.
I have two boys, a 20, and my oldest is already what? Oh my goodness, 27. I'm asking my sister here. She's here listening.
You've been practicing this a long time, Angelica. You are really a believer.
Oh my God, yes. But it goes way back, Francesca, when I was like, I think I was in my teens where I met this lady, and I wanted something in my life so bad. And she gave me a book. I should have brought it because I'm here at my sister's house, and I found it at my mom's house right now when I'm packing. And
Yes.
it's the Man Mystica, the law of the quantum physics, right?
Wow. Wow.
And so I had that book when I was really, really young. And then I actually applied it. And we all apply it at the unconscious mind,
Yes.
right? But consciously, I applied it when I wanted to have my son. And then ever since, I've been applying this over and over. I've won trips like to Hong Kong. I've gone to places that, oh my God, that only imagination, which is what we're going to be talking about,
Yes.
begins the experience that you want to have in this lifetime.
Right. Yes.
So I think imagination is a faculty. We have different faculties for those of you that are out there. And imagination is one of those faculties that you have to work with. It's like you have to begin to massage it, right? Because a
Definitely.
lot of people begin to use imagination. These are images that you see inside you. But the thing is, Francesca, that I've noticed that a lot of people, some people cannot see it
Right. They don't
clearly.
believe in it. Yeah.
They don't believe it.
It's a block. It's a limiting belief. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I know that in neuro-linguistic programming, some of the things that we teach, right, you and I, and in our practice that we offer to our clients, is that we work with hypnotherapy and some strategies like NLP, and one of them is submodalities. And basically, with the submodality practice that I work with people with, it's helping people imagine what they want to see, but to begin to give it color,
Mm-hmm.
or to give it motion,
Yeah.
or to give it the smell and the senses, all the senses, right? To be able to hear it. Like, what would you hear when you actually achieve what you want?
To bring it
Uh,
alive. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because what they do is by implementing these submodalities, they begin to activate
Yes.
the energy within ourselves. And they begin to actually see it
Yes.
even before it happens.
Right. Right.
You know?
Mhm.
And when people, there's a lot of people, and I know it happened to me because I couldn't see myself pregnant for a long time because I was trying and trying. I could see everyone else but me.
Mhm.
When this mentor, spiritual mentor, told me I had to begin to imagine and see myself already pregnant in order to be thankful and be
Yes,
grateful,
yes. Right.
you know. So the power of imagination combined with faith. In Spanish, I like the word faith, which is esperanza, because it sounds a little different. Esperanza means it's like hope, right?
Right.
But at the same time, it's like you're waiting for it,
Mm.
right? So
Mhm.
having that faith and that hope that you will be able to see what you truly, truly desire. So I
Oh,
don't know. What do you think about this imagination, the power of imagination?
part of what you seem to be describing is so one is sort of feeling yourself into the energy of what it's like to have it and bringing it alive for yourself. Um, I think you're also almost talking about um, how um, we kind of bring it into reality. If we can't, I remember I had a supervisor many years ago when I was in training as a psychoanalyst, actually, and he said to me, if the client can't picture it, it can't happen. And that's really, I mean, this was, not the law of attraction, but this was a different theory, a different modality, but it's the same idea. If you can't picture it, it can't happen. So part of what we want to be thinking about is picture that thing you want to have, that life you want to have, that experience you want to have. Picture it, and then you can move into it. It prepares you for it also.
Hmm. And the other thing about the brain, you see, the brain is so powerful that the brain has to have evidence. It has to have proof that
Yes.
something is possible.
Mm.
Like what is it, Bannister, the one that ran the 4 miles, that broke the 4 mile
I don't
marker,
remember his name. Yeah.
Roger Bannister, I think.
Uh-huh.
And you see, nobody believed that they could run those 4 miles
Yeah.
until they had proof.
Yeah. The formula.
Then other people began to run it and they
Right.
began
Right.
to experience it, and then they were able to break the record, right?
Right.
So what we want you to keep in mind, that when you're creating this vision board, that's why we call it the vision board magic, right?
Uh-huh.
3-day challenge. Now I know I messed up and I am so sorry for this, but it's a 3-day challenge for this year. Last year I had a 5-day challenge, and I apologize that I kind of was going back and forth with 3 and 5, but it's really going to be 3. It's going to be short, sweet, to the point. Today, we will focus on imagination. We're talking about some of the strategies that you can begin to implement. And it was being able to clearly see it in your mind's eye,
Yes.
to be able to feel it
Right.
as if it already happened, and if possible, begin to hear it. You know, what would someone tell you when you achieve what you truly desire? So when you begin to create this, like, yay, thank you, congratulations, there's some not hormones, some chemicals that we begin to build in our body, which is
Right.
dopamine. And that's the aha, right? It's like, it creates excitement in our body. And when you begin to vibrate at a high level of energy, you
Yeah.
begin to attract what you like, right? And you
Yes.
begin to see it. Don't you think, Dr. Francesca?
Right. Right. Yes. Well, not having hope blocks what you want. It's like it's a closed door. So hoping and part of hoping is imagining and allowing yourself to open that door and picture what it is that you want. Picturing that car, picturing that family that you want, that person that you want, that job you want. Picturing it, picturing yourself moving into your life and experiencing it. um, opening that door allows it to occur and allows you to do what you need to do to make it happen.
Mhm. Absolutely. And so what we want you to do and for today, right, is we want you to begin finding and gaining clarity as to what is it that you truly desire. Because what happens if you can't see it and you have no clarity, then the mind gets confused and then there you begin to create a lot of uncertainty because there's a lot of doubt when you're like, well, I don't know, or maybe blue car, or how am I gonna get this? Like, stop. Don't go into the how. Just go into what do you want to manifest. When you begin to know what you want to manifest, and you have so much clarity, like we said, you begin to see it, but inside. In fact, Dr. Francesca, Disney, the one that created the Disney World and
Oh,
the
yes, Mr.
whole,
Yes, yeah,
yes.
yes.
Well, I think it was the Epcot Center, and then he passed away, I think. And the media told his wife, I am so sorry that he didn't get to see it because they built it, I think, after he passed away.
Mm,
And he was like, she said, told the media, he saw it before everybody ever saw it
he pictured
because
it
it
all.
was through his imagination
Right,
that it was created,
right.
right?
Everything in the world was first that was created by humans, first existed in imagination.
Mhm.
Um, and, not all the things in the world that were created were great, but so many of the things that, we think of that we go visit, when we go on trips, we, go to Rome, Italy, and see the beautiful buildings there, or France or England. Um, the music that we listen to came from
Mhm.
somebody's imagination. The food that we love to cook and eat, the menus, they came from somebody's imagination. Unless you can picture it, it won't become real in the world. So you
Absolutely.
want to think about what's in you that you
Mhm.
want to create in the world. What do you want to have be real in the world? What do you want to have others enjoy with you in the world? And
Mhm.
it's allow yourself to imagine, and that can allow you to begin to bring it out into the world.
Mhm. Absolutely. So, one of the things that we're going to ask you to begin doing, even before you create your vision board, because you see a lot of people create a vision board and then they're like, oh, nothing ever happened. It didn't even manifest. Like, vision boards don't work, right? Or, and I'm going to tell you something. It's like, it doesn't work because you're not even using imagination. It's not even happening inside you. It's somebody else's dream and it's probably not even yours, right? Like, one of the things that I constantly tell people, if it is not in your path of focus, there's no way that you're going to accomplish, right? For example, people want to be millionaires, but if you never thought that it's a possibility you could be a millionaire, then you're never going to be a millionaire. If you think that being rich is dirty and ugly, then you're not going to be a millionaire. So then you have to be in alignment with what you see, and it has to be a clear image of what you desire. You have to believe it.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be in alignment. Congruency is vital, it's important. And at the end of everything, that you could achieve a house, a car, you could achieve money, a relationship. But I'm going to tell you something. There's always there's three things that you can have. And I wrote it here really quick. Let me just get it because it's freedom, it's happiness, and it's peace of mind.
Yeah.
Those are the three emotions that we thrive, which is pleasure, right? It's
Yeah.
either pleasure or pain. But what comes out of pleasure? It's freedom, feeling that like, oh, like, wow, I finally got it. Or that, you're relaxed, you're in your body and you're in your soul and you're living the moment, where there's some sense of joy and happiness. And it's like, wow, it's unbelievable, but yet it's happening to you.
Yes.
But how can you get there? And the only way you can get there is by imagining that it already happened, and for you to feel either that freedom that you want to feel, that happiness that you want to feel, or that peace of mind that you want to begin to start sensing and feeling, right? Let me just check and see if there's any comments here for us. I don't know, because I know that if you have any comments and you're here, you can go ahead and make the comments and we will be able to respond to them. If not, we'll come back and we will make comments as you're posting them. We will keep an eye here. So we're going to start with helping them. You can talk, Francesca, I don't mind.
Sure. Yeah. So, one of the things that you may begin to notice is that, when I talk with people about what they want, is that they have trouble, they begin to tell me all the things they don't want. Well, I don't want a guy who's like this, or I don't want a car that's like this, or I don't want a house, or I don't want a job that's like this. Okay. So we're really good at saying what we don't want. We're not as good at saying what we do want. And because we tend to focus on what we don't want, that's what we get, right? That's it's kind of like when I was learning to drive. I remember the instructor said, where your nose is where the car is going to go. So it's the same thing with what when you're imagining.
Yeah.
If you are focused on what you don't want, that's what the universe is going to give you. Because the subconscious also doesn't really understand no, doesn't understand the concept of no. So if you're constantly thinking about somebody who's mean to you, or a job you don't like, or you're thinking about a house that you don't like, the subconscious mind doesn't understand you're saying no to that, right? It just it gives you that. And so you want to picture beauty, freedom, fulfillment. Okay, because
Exactly.
that is what the unconscious will then say, oh, that's what you want. Let's give you that. Let's work towards that. So,
Right.
yeah. So what have you got here, Angelica?
Well, I mean, they need to be able to claim what you want to manifest. And like Dr. Francesca was saying right now, like a lot of times we're focused more on what we don't want. And when we ask you, when you begin to be part of our programs that we create, and when we coach our clients and our people that we work with, our community, the majority will tell us what they don't want. And we're like, what do you want? And they'll say everything they don't want. So you begin to create clarity. What do you want? Like, claim it. In this challenge, it's all about claiming that big dream, right? This year, I'm gonna go bigger. Last year I had them, Dr. Francesca. I told them for them to think and imagine a butterfly, and for them to manifest a butterfly within this week. So today we're going to challenge them with something so that they know that whatever they focus on, they can manifest it. And then people were posting all these butterflies that they were seeing and they were manifesting, and it was really exciting. I loved it. But we're going to pick something else. So if you are watching and you have an idea on what you would like to manifest, that we can all manifest within this week, I would like you to post it, because I think it's going to be exciting. And then if not, I don't see any posts, then me and Dr. Francesca will come up with something. We're very good at coming up with things.
Yes.
Okay, claim what you want to manifest.
Right.
What are you ready? Like, you are like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to manifest and I'm going to go for what I want. Like, claim it.
Yes. Now, the other thing that, I've noticed that gets in the way for people claiming what they want is sometimes they don't feel they deserve it. And so it makes it hard for them to say, well, Am I worth that? Am I ready for that? So you want to just allow yourself to feel worth it.
Mhm.
Uh, if sometimes I do this exercise with people where I think about with them going back to when they were a little baby, and was that baby worth it? Was
Mm.
there, um, and a lot of times, what happened between that perfect little baby when that baby was born and now? How come did that baby that you were, how did that baby start to become not worth what you really want in your life? Good
Mhm.
things. And so we begin to clear all that stuff out. So I want in your mind to just do a quick exercise and just clear all that stuff out and think about, what do you really want? What are you, if you are worth um, what you were born to be and have, what do you really want?
Absolutely. And the other thing is that people need permission. A lot of times, because we're often told, Dr. Francesca, we're constantly told as we were growing up, we were told, no, be careful, don't run, don't do this, don't do that. So constantly we were told what to do and what not to do. And the majority was like a no, 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 right? How many of you out there that are watching us have experienced the no, no syndrome, right? There's a no, no syndrome, like, no, don't do this and don't do that. And then when you tell people your dreams, it's like, oh no, you can't do that. And then you kind of freak out and you're like, okay, there it goes, right? So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna give you permission to dream big. Like, don't dream small. We want you to dream big and pick one big dream for this whole year. And I'm going to tell you that if you join Dr. Francesca and myself for this whole year and you're with us, I can assure you that you will manifest what you desire. Now, I have some of you out there that have manifested things already, right? And I want you to post what you manifested because I know you've been following me, you've been with me, and you have experienced amazing things because some of you have called me and have told me of what you have manifested after creating this vision board. So I want you to have permission to go big in 2021. Okay.
Great.
Um, Go ahead.
Great. I'd love to find out what the folks you've been working with have manifested. I want to know all about that, and I want to see what the folks working with us this year can manifest. We are very excited to help you begin to take away all that stuff in your way and
Mhm.
help you move forward and claim what's really yours, what really belongs to you, who you can be, who uh, who you can really become.
Mhm.
A lot of times, we don't realize that we can become bigger and better and have a better life. And so that's
Mhm.
what we really want you to have.
Absolutely. And at the end of the year, we're going to have a big celebration for with those that are joining our programs, that those that are really, really um, taking that giant leap,
Yeah,
quantum leap to achieve their dreams.
right.
So we are going to have a big celebration, and I hope that you can join us because I am so excited about this. And this is what you have to do. You have an exercise, okay? So here it is. Create clarity on what you want to achieve. So when I manifest, and then you write whatever you want to manifest. It's been up here so you can replay, rewind, so you could see what is here. When I manifest blank, I will feel. What are you going to feel? Right? Freedom, happiness, peace of mind. What will you feel? And what is it that you're going to see? Are you going to see your family? Don't forget your family, okay? Because I've manifested things that I've wanted and I forgot to include a lot of people that I loved. And
Mm,
then when I actually achieved something, they weren't there to celebrate it with me. So if you want to see your family, then go ahead and write them and visualize them
Yeah.
there with
Yeah.
you.
Hmm.
Okay.
Good idea. Good idea. Yeah.
And then who do you want to hear? What do you want to hear people telling you? You
Mm.
know, and I am surrounded by people I love who, and again, who are they? So that is going to be powerful, powerful. So please go ahead and do the exercise. Begin with that. I know that you are like, hey, this is a vision board. Stop. First, imagine. I want you to use your imagination tonight and really start thinking and feeling what is it that you want to create. And then tomorrow, we're going to take you to the next step. Okay.
Mhm.
And then we want you to practice self love because here's the thing, if you don't love yourself, like Dr. Francesca was talking about, if you don't feel you're good enough or that you deserve something, you're not going to achieve what you want, right? That's what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It
we,
all starts with you.
yes.
I always talk to people and tell people, like, if your cup, I know this is a bottle, but if it's not filled, you have to fill your cup up first. It's like at the plane, right? They tell you to give the mask, for you to put on the mask first and then help the children or older people next to
Mm.
you. The same thing here. If you want to go and help people, then you become a manifester. Learn how to love yourself like you've never loved yourself before. So we want you to pamper yourself. Go take a bath. Go if you want to, or you don't have to. Buy roses or I don't know, whatever, do your nails, whatever pampering means for you that represents self-love, then go do that.
Mhm.
You want to add anything, Dr. Francesca?
That sounds great. Yes. Can you move it over? I'm having trouble seeing it on the screen. I don't know. Somehow maybe it's
Is
just,
it there or no?
it's like sideways or something.
Oh, really?
It's not quite on the screen, but anyway, so what will you do this week to pamper yourself? So that's really about self-love. Got to start now to love yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, to do something um, that shows you that you care about yourself. And, you know, that's, somebody who cares about you will do something nice for you. So
Mhm.
what are you going to do that's nice for you?
Yeah.
And that brings a different mood, a different attitude to your life, right? Yeah.
And the reason we do this is because a lot of times you're going to say, I didn't create a vision board because I didn't have time. Hello, that's self love. If you don't have time to create your goals, to design your life, to design your dreams, and to really see them,
Right.
that is self love.
Yes.
And if you don't have time and you don't make time for that, then that is like the biggest mistake in the world that you can do because you're too busy cleaning or washing dishes or working and you know what? Like I work 24/7 and Dr. Francesca knows this. Like I work and so does she. But but we love ourselves a whole lot. And I've learned to love myself, and so has she, that we make time to dive deep inside our souls to find out, what do I need? What do I want? What do I feel? And we take care of us,
Right.
right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We take care of us because we're inspired to help others. So that's, part of our path. That's part of our values. Um, and, it's also part of what Angelica was talking about. You have to be in alignment with your values. So
Mhm.
part of our values are taking care of us so that we can continue to be there for others and help others and model for others that we like to take care of ourselves. Um, we're going to be, I take my vitamins, I do whatever I need to take care of me. And then I'm going to be thinking better, more clearly, and I'm going to be creating. Um, I'm going to be in better shape to create what I want in my life and to help others create what they want. So yeah,
Hmm.
pampering. Yeah, it's not just pampering. A lot of people think of it as selfishness, but it's really self-care. You have to,
Hmm.
it's like, you know, anything, you have to take care of it in order for it to work well for you.
Exactly. In order for you to begin to manifest anything in your life, you're going to make time to create what you want to achieve.
Yes.
So today's the day because it is a challenge. This is a 3-day challenge. So that means that find time for yourself, find time to figure out what do I really, really want. And this is not a New Year's resolution. As we started at the beginning of the live stream, that 80% of people will forget about it. And we're here to make sure that you don't forget about your dream. And we want to be able to remind you, and we really want you to manifest what you truly, truly desire to manifest in
Yeah.
2021.
That's beautiful, Angelica. We do want that for you.
So, what we want you to do is show up tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central. We will be here again, and we're going to be talking about the reticular activating system. You
Wow.
know, yeah. How is it that we attract? Why is it that the law of attraction works? I mean, how does it work? We'll have that conversation. And so you don't want to miss out on that because it's all part of your vision board. So,
Wow.
yes, go buy your board, your vision board. There's people that will put it on a cardboard. There's people that I've put it on my walls. I have like a whole bedroom wall full of my wishes and my vision boards. And don't miss our business vision board because that one's going to come up very, very soon. I have my vision board for my business and I have my personal one too. So um, you can create it any way you want, be creative. If you desire pictures of people that have achieved things, and go look for those pictures. You'll find them in Pinterest, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. And then all you do is that you can cut faces out and then put your face, or you can keep somebody else's face there. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you begin to activate the inner imagination and the inner vision, and that you begin to really see it clearly inside your brain, right? Inside yourself. Um, what else? You can get glue, you can get thumb pins, anything you want to be able to post your images. Now, don't post them yet because I use my feng shui techniques on creating vision boards. So, if those of you that have not participated with me before, I have a way to create and to place your images. So, don't go crazy on me and go posting them now. It's just use your imagination, find out what you want. You can start looking for your images, but you have to stay tuned so I can give you that secret on day 3. So, I really want to thank everybody. Francesca, I don't know if you have anything else to tell them, but I am going to have a blast with my vision board.
Yes, when I've done a vision board before, I've gotten a big poster board and I've taken magazines, old magazines that I've had, and cut out pictures and words and then glued them. I get a glue stick and I just glue it to the paper. So that's how I do it. And then I also can write in different things. And I use, I put a lot of nature and beauty and just things that I like and words that I like, and as well as the things that I
Hmm.
want. And sometimes I'll draw things in. Um, so there's a lot of different ways to do it. Some people also do it, if you're really good at computers and you can, do it graphically, digitally, you can do that
Hmm.
as well. But don't hold back, you can just draw it on a piece of cardboard that you have as well. It's really about formulating and imagining what you want and then making it a reality, putting it on
Hmm.
something. writing it down. You know, some people are more word people. They like to write a lot. So write it out on something. And then you will have it to remind you. Like Angelica, she keeps it around to remind her. You really want to have that. It's a kind of accountability. It kind of brings your mind, oh, right, that's my dream. Right, that's what I've been working towards. So you want to have that around to just remind you the focus of your direction.
Absolutely. And again, don't worry about the how right now. Like, how am I going to manifest? What do I have to do? Right now, just focus on what you want. And that is the challenge. So tomorrow we will meet you again at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, and then you figure out the other time zones. But we will see you. And again, do you want to say any other words before we close?
I look forward to seeing you all and meeting you all. So, yes, come join us.
Yes, join us. And what we're going to ask is go tell a friend who desires to achieve something and you feel like they've been nagging, like, oh, and nothing's worked for me. Well, send them our way, give them an opportunity to experience reality and excitement and a new way of manifesting what they desire.
Yes.
So we want to thank you for being here. And I want to send you hugs and a big, big celebration saying Happy New Year to all of you.
Yes.
This is the best time to create what you truly desire, because we are in 2021, and in numerology, that gives us a number 5, which means that we will be experiencing surprises. And it's about children, about joy and happiness and adventures. So this is the time to really put ourselves out there and just let's see what happens, right?
Yes, wonderful. Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
So thank you so much, everybody. See you tomorrow. And you can either join us live or keep watching us here. Bye.
Bye-bye.